Hey everybody, so I'm going to attempt to do this drawing, so bear with me. So here I'm going to illustrate about a man and a woman and spiritual warfare and how it happens. So here we go. The red image illustrates the woman, okay? I have her with hair and a little skirt on. And the man is in blue, and he's just with a beard and a little bit of hair, okay? So I'm just trying to do a very simple drawing. Red is the woman, blue is the man. Okay, so in the Garden of Eden in Genesis, God created man and he created woman, okay? So when the two become one flesh, okay, in marriage, in agreement, in a commitment, in a covenant with one another, that is the ideal relationship, that when man and woman become one, and they do that under God's law and with God in mind, and they do it ideally in a marriage. But we live in a broken world, okay? And many of us have had relationships with people and we were not married. And many of us had sex before marriage. So I'm going to illustrate what happens in terms of spiritual warfare and the demonic, okay? So if we take a simple drawing and we say, this is the woman, and let's say that this yellow represents, like, you can't see that very well. Let me try a different color. Let's do the orange. This orange represents her field, like her personal boundary and space. And the orange around the man represents his personal boundary and his space. Okay. So they're two independent, separate people in this situation at this point, okay? Now, when a man and a woman begin to become interested, okay, first of all, they're going to get connected in their heads. So let's just say this black dot on their head and this line across is showing that they're getting connected intellectually, emotionally. So there's a cord connection from their heads, okay? The next thing is, as they talk about their generosity, their service, the things that they love to do, etc., they're going to express through their hearts, okay? And when they express through their hearts, they're going to be connected with an energy cord running through their heart. So they got an energy cord through their head and an energy cord through their hearts. Now, if we kept this just like this, okay, and this is how we as brothers and sisters are going to connect with one another. We're going to connect with our heads. We're going to connect with our hearts. And at this stage right here, we are just godly people, brothers and sisters. There's no sex involved, okay? And so this is head to head, heart to heart, okay? Now, here's where the problem steps in. When we connect through the sex parts, okay? And I'm going to do this in red just so that it's illustrated, okay? When we connect, okay, through, it's still not showing up very well. I'm going to do black again. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this so you can see it online. When we connect through the sex part, that's when it changes, okay? That's when the spiritual warfare comes in, when we connect by sex. Now, if it's a man and a woman and they're in marriage and they're just one with one another, one flesh, like God wants us to be, okay, then you have a holy union, okay? However, most of us are not dealing with that. We're dealing with a broken paradigm. So in this case, head to head, heart to heart, just that alone, brothers and sisters. Once the sex is involved, now we're dealing with a demonic, okay? Because if you are not protected under God's commandments and you're not in marriage, then you are going to have and bring curses upon you. So let me illustrate that, what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to use the blue. All right. Let's say in this example, okay, I'm gonna record again and keep going.